Hey everyone, this is Roland here. Welcome and thank you for being here. And today I am going to be speaking about faith and specifically how faith affects the type of request that we bring to God. So let's look into the word and we're going to be looking at the story of Caleb because we see this so beautifully in his story. And just to give you a slight overview of his story, Caleb goes to Joshua and he reminds him of the promise that God made to them when they went to spy out the land, and specifically to Caleb, how God promised him that he would possess and give him the land that his feet treaded on, which was the hill country of Hebron, right? So here we are, God has promised him some land, and Caleb is there asking for that land. And Caleb then goes on to remind Joshua that, hey, we went and we spied out the land, and the 10 other spies didn't believe God, but we were the only ones that did, and God promised us land. And when I went out, I was 40 years old, and right now I am 85 years old, but I'm still as strong. I can still fight. So give me this mountain. And that's in Joshua 14. If you read right from 6 right up to 12, verse 12 or 13. And we see that bold faith, that bold request. And why did that happen? Because Caleb had faith in God. He didn't go to Joshua because he thought, okay, now I'm good, I'm strong enough, I've got a big enough army, I've got enough weapons. No, because he knew very well that that hill country that he was given had giants, and the giants were still there. The enemies, they were more powerful than they were, but Caleb didn't care. Caleb didn't mind that because his faith was in the Lord, and it's that faith that made him ask for that mountain. It's the faith that he had in God that he was able to ask for something so daring. So I want to just challenge you and ask you, is that where is your faith at today? Is your faith high? Are you trusting God for the best that you can? Are you asking God for everything that he has promised you? And there is a direct correlation we see in scripture between the faith that someone has and the request that they make. And even another story that comes to mind is a woman who had the issue of blood, and she had faith that all she had to do was touch the hem of Jesus' garment and she would be healed. And as we know the story, she went and touched the hem of his garment, and she was healed. So that is a pattern that we see. Our faith, there is a direct correlation between our faith and the type of request that we have. So as we come to the end, and I want to say this is what I was also challenged by this scripture, because I even look back to say, okay, where is my faith? Is my faith high? Am I making bold requests? Am I making daring requests? Because I want to make daring requests. I want to make bold requests because God is on my side. And the story of Caleb has really encouraged me and challenged me, and I hope it has encouraged you too. And one last thing that I want to mention is that God gave Caleb this land, this hill country, Hebron, but there were giants there. And I was thinking to myself, why did God give Caleb a land where giants occupied? And the answer is this, and it's very simple, is that God knew that the only way for Caleb to receive what God had promised was through faith, and is through faith. And that's the same for us. The only way we can receive and obtain God's promises is through faith. So I'd just like to encourage you to keep on trusting God, to not give up, to have persistent faith as you trust in God, because there can be days, and there will be days, where that faith is tested, where that faith is challenged, and where you feel like nothing is happening, but something is happening. God is on your side, and you will receive what he has promised you as long as you stay the course, as long as you keep your faith in the Lord. So with that, I've come to the end of the episode, and I will see you in the next episode. Until then, God bless.